What does a new year mean to you? To me, I always saw a new year as a new opportunity to start over. Even though our lives are essentially the same from December 31st to January 1st, nothing really changes in that first minute that we enter a new year. We have the same stresses, the same emotions, the same Saturday morning bagel sandwiches, hopefully even some of the same people too. So then what? Is a new year the same, or how are we really starting over? We're starting over with our approach, our mentality, our intentions, starting over by creating new goals for ourselves, learning a new skill, falling back in love with an old hobby. In a new year, I'm starting over so that I can learn how to be a happier, healthier, more whole version of myself, starting over by finding balance. Starting over in a new year is to enjoy some of that sameness, the same family dinners, the same FaceTime calls, the same small joys, and make them feel that much bigger. So, welcome to a new year. Let's start over together. I don't know about you, but I am so ready for the new year. And I do acknowledge that it's not January 1st when I'm filming this video, but it's never too late to start over, you guys. So welcome to today's video. This is the beginning of my very first Reflect and Prep video, which is a series that I'm gonna do at the end of each month for the entire new year. But we're gonna kick it off with an annual Reflect and Prep. And hopefully this specific video is something that I'll be able to do every single year on my channel, because this is really only my second calendar year in my channel. And I have a lot to reflect on in 2021, which I'll get to. I took the last week of 2021 off to just reflect and reset, rest, refresh, plan, prep, everything. And I feel really, really ready for 2022 because of that. I hope this is just your sign that if you need a break, take it. It will work out in the long run no matter what, because that's definitely what I needed, and I just feel so ready for the new year. And I'm really happy that you guys are here with me. If you're new here, my name is Jenna. 2022 is just gonna be the best year yet, hopefully. Hopefully. My whole entire theme of this year is finding balance. We're gonna reflect on the last year together, and then we're gonna fully prepare and prep for 2022. We're gonna go through my bullet journal spreads, my vision board, my planner, just everything I'm preparing for 2022 to make this the year of finding balance. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. So if you wanna get started with today's video, our very first Reflect and Prep, then let's just go ahead and get started. Before we get started also, I really want to say a big thank you to Carter for inspiring me to make a series like this. She's been doing monthly reset videos literally as long as I can remember. She's somebody that even inspired me to start my channel, and I feel like she has genuinely a really good balance and grip on her life, and we text all the time. I love her so much. She's so supportive, and she goes into a lot more detail in terms of budgeting and how to handle your finances. I'll get into how I'm approaching that this year, but I just have to give a big thank you to Carter for inspiring me and pushing me to be my best self and the best creator that I am. So yeah, just thank you, Carter. How about we reflect on 2021 really quickly? I would say that I had a hard year, but I'm honestly, after reflecting and thinking about it, I'm totally okay with it. 2021 was my very first full calendar year on YouTube. It was my first time having a full side hustle and working a 9-to-5 corporate job, getting promoted, quitting my job for the first time, starting a new job, moving out, living alone, living next to my friends, and then moving away. Just everything that I feel like could happen did happen all in one year. So I need to give myself a little bit more grace and be okay with the catastrophe that was 2021 for me, because aside from all of the ups and downs and crazy roller coaster rides, I gained an entire community here on YouTube, and that is you guys. I wrote in my vision board last year in my bullet journal that I wanted to have 1,000 subscribers. I accomplished so much more than I could have ever imagined last year. I ended off 2021, my first full calendar year, with just under 12,000 of you guys. And the fact that so many of you are here connecting with me, being my friend, sharing life together, it's just so surreal and amazing and fulfilling. A lot of things I'm gonna improve on this year, but more or less, I don't regret anything. I love you guys so much. I'm so thankful. You guys have given me so much, and you've helped me see so much in myself. 2021 was crazy, but I will say that I feel like I lost a grip of my life by the end of the year. I started off really in control, honestly, and really in a good groove and balance of work, YouTube, family, friends, health, fitness, bullet journaling, everything. And I feel like by the end of the year, I was sleeping at like 3 a.m. or waking up at 3 a.m. and it just was not good. And I don't want to do that again this year. I don't want to burn out. I hate to admit that I even did, but I definitely did. And to just burn out with your passion is so awful. So I really hope to not do that again this year. And that's why the theme of this year is finding balance. So how about we just continue on with the same life, but start over with a new mentality in 2022. I want this year to be 3 things. I want a bullet journal for fun, and I want to fall in love with bullet journaling again and use it the way that I want, because bullet journaling was honestly a really big way for me to start my channel. I felt like it was something that made me stand out as a creator, and it's something that I honestly am really good at, and it helps me feel at peace, and it helps me give myself some self-care and get off my screens. Feeling like I lost my love for that and lost my control of how to do that best by the end of last year makes me really sad. So I really want to focus on how I can bullet journal more for myself in 2022. Next, I want to do a lot more organization and planning with my life, which means YouTube and my corporate job. And so yeah, that's what I think the reflect and prep videos will be really good for. I'll hold myself accountable, hold you guys with me, and we'll just go through this entire journey together that in the end is called life, and we're just gonna try our best. But I hope that just being more organized and planned out with my YouTube channel and my job will help me feel more balanced in life. And then lastly, like I said, finding balance in life. That's just something that I need to do. Oh my God. I feel like I started my channel because I felt like I had a good balance on life and I had a good means of balancing everything, but it's okay. It's fine. Last year was my first year with my channel, and I had no idea honestly how to navigate it. And I feel like now that I've gone through my first year and I've reflected on it, I'm gonna try to get a better grip and have more control of my channel and my life. And not just my 2 jobs, like my YouTube and my corporate job, but also just my family and friends and the people of my life. So those are like my 3 main pillars of 2022. And so next, let's go through all of our 2022 goals. So I wrote them in my bullet journal, which I will show you guys in a second because I want to do a whole entire bullet journal flip through. I'm just going to tease you guys right here and have it with me. This is my Archer and Olive bullet journal, and I wrote down all of my 2022 goals. I ended up with 12. 12 wasn't really like a goal number that I had, but I was honestly just sitting down by myself last week thinking about what I wanted the new year to be for me. I wrote down a bunch of things, and in the end, I came up with 12 goals. So some are more vague than others, but I just felt like I didn't need more than 12. I didn't want to like spend the time trying to think of more if I didn't need them. And I didn't want to have 2 or 3 because I had only like 3 last year that were too vague, and I just didn't do any of them. It was like budgeting, improve Korean, and like continue my fitness journey, which are just so vague that I didn't know how to accomplish them. So I just didn't do them. So leaving all of that in 2021, these are my goals for 2022. My first goal is cook 3 Korean dishes. And that's just like a more specific goal that I have for myself. I hope that by the end of 2022, I'll be able to cook 3 Korean dishes with no recipe, no texting my mom how to make it, no looking it up in my phone, and just making 3 Korean dishes right off the bat. I am 25. I need to learn how to cook without HelloFresh. And I'm also 100% Korean, born in America. And I feel like this will help me connect with my ethnicity and my culture a lot more. Just learning how to make Korean dishes is something that I really want to do, and I think that 3 is a very attainable number. Next, I have prioritize self-care, and I know that this is a little bit more vague of a goal, but I hope that this is something that I can elaborate more in my reflect and prep videos. So at the end of each month, when I'm thinking about how that month went in terms of self-care, I can reflect on it, and then when I'm prepping for the new month, it will probably change because I think that self-care probably changes on a daily basis. If not, I'll try to have an overarching self-care focus each month. So sometimes that will mean being outside more or cooking more, or whatever it is. I want to prioritize self-care in some way every single month, whether it's the same or different or whatever it is. I really want to prioritize that. My next goal is healthy eating. This is definitely very similar to prioritizing self-care. I don't want to say like only eat your greens or follow the 80-20 rule or whatever it is. I just kind of want to approach healthy eating in 2022 as what does my body need to feel fueled and to feel nourished and to feel happy. I just want to be more conscious of what my body needs and not feel guilty for whatever it needs in that moment or whatever it's craving. And I just want to find a better peace in the term healthy eating. Right now, I feel like healthy eating has to mean like a salad, and that's not true. So healthy eating is a big focus that I'll elaborate a lot more as the months go by, but that's definitely a big focus for me. I just want to improve my mentality on eating. Read more books. Because if I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I have read in the last 5 years like 1 book. and that book is the book that I'm finishing right now. So I really want to make it an intention to read more in the new year, and I decided ultimately not to give myself a concrete number that I want to complete by the end of the year, because realistically I don't know how much I'm gonna read, but I just know I kind of want to start reading again. So instead of feeling intimidated by some numeric goal of reading, I just in general want to read more, and hopefully if I can just read like one. How about if I just read one book by the end of the year? I'll be happy. My next goal is to start therapy, and this is definitely just like an incomplete, complete check off the list by the end of the year thing, but I feel like I have been talking about wanting to start therapy with my friends and family for a really long time now. I think that your life doesn't have to be completely falling apart to start therapy, and I just think that having a therapist will help me better find balance in my life and not have to put those burdens on my friends and family. And yeah, I just think that starting therapy will be really good this year, and we'll see how that goes. That will be a whole journey, but I really want to write that down, set that intention, and get that done by the end of the year. Tracking my spending. Okay, so this is a goal that I created because last year I just wrote budgeting, and I don't even know what that means for me, because for me, I don't really budget that intensely. I just throw money into my savings, and that's a fixed amount. I pay my bills, and then the rest I have to spend however I would like. And I don't think that's very organized. So each month in my reflect and preps, I want to track what I've spent, and I'll probably have it in different categories similar to Natalie Barbou's structure of her spending. So hopefully I just want to gain more financial awareness of specifically my spending, because it's, I mean, we all know I'm not the best with it. So in the past, as long as I'm saving enough, I've always been happy, but I just want to be more aware of my spending and reflect on it each month to hopefully be more conscious of how I spend in the future. Next, I have Launch JH Collective, because if you guys have been watching my videos, you know that I've been trying to release my small business or merch line for the past couple of months now, and I think that it will actually happen in the new year. I'm hoping honestly in the first 1 or 2 months of 2022 we can launch JH Collective, and then I'll have more collections in the future, and I'm just really excited. Honestly, you guys already know what the first design looks like if you've been watching my vlogs, and if you know what my outro is, there's a hint, then you already know what the first design is. But I'm really excited to launch JH Collective. I love the name, and I just love the idea of us wearing something tangible or using something tangible, something that I've created for you. So I don't know, I'm just really excited. But yeah, launching merch or a small business is definitely on the to-do list for 2022. Next, my monthly reflections. That's a whole separate intention because I just want to make sure I actually do them. For some reason, I'm really good about tracking things on a daily basis or a weekly basis, but a monthly routine is not something that I've ever really thrived on. So I'm going to really focus on that this year, do my reflect and preps, and hopefully by the end of 2022 I'll really be able to feel like I'm finding balance and just finding more times to reflect on my life. So yeah, monthly reflections, they're coming. Reconnect with my faith. That is a goal that I honestly was a little nervous, I think, to write down and speak more of, but all I'll really say is that I grew up very, very close to the church. I'm Christian, I'm Presbyterian for anybody that's curious, and I grew up very closely with my church community, but I think that as I became an adult, I really grew out of it almost. And ever since I met my friends, Rachel and Selena, they've been really encouraging me to reconnect with my faith, and I just feel very inspired, and I honestly feel this like desire to reconnect. I've been doing devotionals on my personal time for the last couple of weeks, and I've been really, really loving it. I feel a lot more mental peace lately. So I think that that's something that I really want to carry into the new year and really focus on and grow a lot in 2022. Next, I have improved Korean, and more specifically, I'm going to get a Korean tutor this year. Okay, I said it, you guys. I'm gonna get a Korean tutor. I feel like I've tried every single self-study learn for a language now. I've done all the textbooks, I've done Coursera, I've done Duolingo. Like, I feel like I've tried it all and nothing really sticks with me because I don't live in Korea and I live in the United States. So I'm gonna get a Korean tutor this year, and I'm like scared, but I'm 25, like I need to improve. I just need to. So hopefully you guys are excited for that part of the journey. If you guys don't know, I can read and write in Korean, but I can't have a conversation in Korean, and I can enunciate, but like it doesn't really mean anything because I don't know what I'm saying. So I hope to really improve on in Korean by the end of this year. That's like scary to say, but I just hope I do it. And then lastly, my last 2 goals are for Thomas, my partner, my boyfriend, and then my family, which means not just my immediate family, my mom, dad, sister, and my brother-in-law, but also my friends, because my friends are really my family, and that means the friends that I see in person in my life and all of you guys. I feel so full in my life and in my heart that I feel like my family is very, very big, and I really want to figure out how to prioritize my friends and family while also balancing everything else in my life, because I think I have a tendency to prioritize other people before myself, and I just really want to find a good balance of doing that better this year. And then Thomas, my partner, he's my boyfriend. We've been dating since high school. We've been dating for over 7 years, and I just really want to prioritize him a lot more in this new year. I want to be more considerate of him, be more patient of his needs, and really listen to him a lot more, especially as he starts his medical school journey and everything. So I'm really excited because I feel like we're adults now, and I met him when I was a teenager, and it's really exciting going through this part of our lives together. And yeah, he's just a big priority of the next year. Those are all of my goals for 2022. We'll reflect on all of these goals every single month and see how we're going with each of them, which ones we're focusing on each month. So how about I finally show you guys how my goals look in my bullet journal and the rest of my bullet journal yearly spreads. I'm so happy that I've like fallen in love with my bullet journal again, and I can't wait to just like use this the way that I want in 2022. And I can use my regular planner for my to-dos and my bullet journal for my creative self-care wellness journey. So without further ado, let's go through our 2022 bullet journal spreads. Here is my bullet journal. It's so beautiful. This is the Art Journal Olive logo. It's an ampersand. It's so pretty. And okay, so we have my name. Here's my cover page. It just says 2022. This is kind of like the style of writing that I've always really enjoyed, and I feel like I'm kind of best at it. So this might look really hard, but honestly, you guys, this took me like 30 seconds. I just used pencil to outline everything, and then I just gave my pen just one shot of doing my best, and this is how it turned out. I think it's really pretty. And then I have a quote page that just says, "And yet another chapter begins." All of my yearly spreads, by the way, are inspired by Leila Journals. I'll link her channel and her Instagram below, but I pulled a lot of inspiration from her. So I think that she had something a little bit different design-wise, but she used this quote. I have a whole like cloud theme that I used this year that I used a lot last year, and she did something a little bit similar too. So I have my own color palette and my own versions of things, but a lot of this is heavily inspired by Leila Journals. This is my 2022 goals and intentions. Oh my god, you guys. Isn't this just so cute? I have a box for each goal, and then in each open space, I'll be able to elaborate how I want to do that. So if you guys want to make something similar, it honestly looks so much harder than it is. It's honestly really easy. This looks hard, but I promise it's so easy if you want to try it. And then I have my fitness tracker. So my trackers are something that I definitely just tried doing throughout the year of 2021, but I wasn't keeping up with them. So I just made an entire one for 2022, and then I'll just fill in the dot if I exercise that day. I'm not really going to take this too seriously, but I just like that I already have the entire year filled out. I think this will be really cool to see how it looks at the end of the year. And yeah, this is kind of the only thing that I really want to track habit-wise. It's just my whole entire health and fitness journey. And then here I have a sidebar for reflections and notes, just anything that I want to elaborate on throughout the year. And yeah, this is my fitness tracker. And then I have on the right side affirmations, because I really just want to be able to balance out how hard I'm working physically with putting that mental support in with my affirmations too. So I think this is just a very nice holistic spread. And then I have my packing list. I left a lot of space if I want to add anything as the new year continues, but I carried this over from my last bullet journal. I have apparel, bathroom, beauty, and miscellaneous. And yeah, I like having just one packing list written down so I don't have to keep rewriting them every single time I go somewhere. And then on the next spread, I have my books and movies tracker. I'm gonna try to not be too strict with this, just more or less if I have the time and if I remember to put this in, then I'll be able to write down all the books that I've completed and all of the movies that I watched, because I just think that's really fun. Music is something that I also debated, but I decided not to just because I feel like that's a little too tedious. But I don't watch movies very often, and I definitely don't read books very often. So I think that by the end of the year, it'll be really cool to see this filled out. And yeah, it'll just be nice to document that. And then I have my content creation spreads. So on the left side, I have my 2022 affiliates. These are more like long-term brand deals that I have, not really money that I get brand sponsorships for, but more so just brands that I really like to work with on a long-term basis. So I have a good number lined up for 2022. I can tell you guys right now that I finally accomplished a Liquid IV affiliate for the new year, and I'm so excited. So I just want to be able to track what brand I have in 2022 and then what deliverables they would like. Usually it's just something like every single month or something. So I'm just gonna track all of that here. And then here I have just a little manifestation page of brands that I wanna work with. You can definitely change this to whatever habit or hobby or skill you want to track. But I just wanna be able to go back to this spread at any point in the new year and know what brand wants what and just manifest all the brands that I do wanna work with. And then on the other side, I have my video ideas spread, and I have half of it for vlogs and half of it for sit downs. So here I'll just kind of brain dump throughout the year any videos that I think of that I think will be fun to do in the future. So I think, oh my God, isn't it just so cute? Okay, and then this is my content monthly tracker. I just wanted to have everything on one page, and I think that this is so cute. I love how this turned out. I just have a box for every single month of the year, and then at the end of each month, I'll track my number of subscribers at the end of the month and any brand deals that I was able to accomplish. I'm using this more so as a memory tracker, so in the brand deals part, I'll literally just list out any brands that I worked with that year. So then at the end of the year, I can see all my subscribers at the end of each month and all of the brands that I worked with. I think it will be really, really cool. And I just think this is really pretty. And then that is everything for my bullet journal yearly spreads. Okay, so that is my 2022 bullet journal flip through. Let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, comment below and tell me what you think of the bullet journal. I love it. Bullet journaling is something that I'm just so passionate about, and I'm so happy that I've found a way for it to work for me, especially in the new year. And I just feel so like, this is me. And then I of course have my Popular planner to do all of my weekly to-dos, and this is just like a traditional journal. I'll show you guys. So this is just a very traditional planner, but I just like that this is already done. So this is for like my productivity, and this is for like my self-care, wellness, health, whatever I want journey of 2022. So having these two pen and paper methods for me will be really, really good, but that's not it. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know how much I love my iPad. I actually used to edit all of my YouTube videos on my iPad Pro up until like literally 2 months ago. So this iPad has a very special place in my heart, and just because I upgraded to a MacBook Pro, I felt like I needed a different way to use my iPad, and so I'm gonna do some digital planning, and I'm really excited because I really wanna show you guys my planner. So this is my iPad Pro. I have an 11-inch iPad Pro, and I bought this monthly calendar from Etsy. I'll link it below for you guys. It was literally only like $8, but this is how it looks. It's so pretty. Each month is a different color, and so what I'm gonna do is in each month's content planning, I'm gonna do that digitally on my iPad. So here's how it looks. We just have a regular monthly layout, and this way I can use my Apple Pencil to digitally plan out all of my videos. And I just like to see visually what the month looks like, so I can see how I'm spacing out my filming with blue or the titles of each videos in red. And that way I just think that I'll be able to plan all of my stuff a lot better. So I have basically all of my videos for the rest of January planned out, and then it basically has every single month moving forward of 2022 onwards. So I'm really excited because I feel like this is just the sweet spot of my planning, and I literally spent all of last week trying to figure out like what methods would work best for what, and I really do love digital planning. I'm not the best in terms of like to-do lists or stuff, but I just love using Procreate, and I wanted something to plan out my videos where I could see like a monthly layout but change things here and there as I want to, so I can use my Apple Pencil to like move a video around, or I can just fully erase it and change it. And I just think that this will be so fun. If you guys have a hobby or something with very movable due dates, then I would definitely suggest, if you have an iPad of course, to try this. I will link this for you guys if you want to try it out for yourselves. And yeah, oh my god, there's so many methods of planning that we're doing this year, and I'm so excited. I just feel so pumped, and I feel so like I'm supporting myself, and this is just so exciting. So that is all of my 2022 planning. The spending I will start at the end of the month in January, because I just honestly I don't want to do that now, but we will do that at the end of the month when I do my very first January reflect and prep video. And so yeah, that will be later on. Lastly, I want to finish off this video by doing a vision board with you guys. And I do, of course, have two methods of doing my vision board. Basically, a vision board is just a visual representation of your goals for that year. And I skipped over because I didn't want to show you guys, but I do have two different versions of a vision board. This is my 2022 bullet journal vision board. I think this is so so pretty. Like, I know that the traditional vision board you use with pictures on Pinterest or whatever, and I'll show you guys that I do have that too for like my desktop background, but I also think it's really important to document and like physically write your goals in a different way and to write out your vision board. So if you think about it, you guys, like, you can do this too. You can write 2022 vision board, write down your goals, and just figure out different ways to elaborate on what those goals are. And in a way, this is kind of like you manifesting your own vision board. I think this is just so cool. I had to show you guys this. I skipped it on purpose when I was showing you guys my bullet journal. So that is my bullet journal vision board. And lastly, I do have a traditional vision board that I want to show you guys. And I have it, but I haven't changed it just yet because I feel like I prepped a lot for this video, but there are some things that I wanted to like do in real time with you and just feel in the moment with you. So how about we change all of our wallpapers to our vision boards, and yeah. Yay. Okay, so this is my 2022 vision board on Pinterest. This is a public board for you guys if you want to keep it. I don't use Pinterest too much, but I just saved all of the images that I used on my vision board in terms of like my traditional one. So all you really have to do if you like an image, so say you like this one, you really just have to copy the image and then paste it on Canva, and then it'll be like automatically uploaded and everything. It's really nice and convenient. And so I made mine, and I'll insert a time lapse and everything of me making it because I think it's really fun. But how about we just make it our desktop picture now? Oh my God. This is my current desktop right now. I actually created this own wallpaper too. This is on my website if you guys want it, but let's change to our 2022 vision board right now. Oh my God. Oh my God, you guys, I think this looks so good. What do you guys think of the vision board? I basically just have my goals in different ways and just the things that make me happy in one place. So I mixed in a couple of pictures here and there that I took myself. So this you've already seen before, hopefully. This is my bullet journal. This is a picture of my dog. This is a picture of my family. And then I just have all of my goals in different visual forms here. So I have 25K subscribers, picture of a Bible. I have some outfits that inspire me, my favorite foods, some coffee, a bath for some self-care to prioritize that. I have balance over hustle, some Korean foods, and yeah. I think this is so pretty. What do you guys think? And then lastly, I also made an iPhone version. This is what it looks like. Oh my God, you guys, I think I like the iPhone version more. I don't know why, but I just think it looks so nice. So how about we make this our desktop background together? Okay, here's how it looks. And let's just hit set, lock screen, and okay, let's see how it looks. Oh my God, you guys, oh my God, this is so pretty. I love it. So that was the very last thing for our very first annual Reflect and Prep video. And from now moving forward, we're gonna make this a monthly series. And then at the end of each year, for every year that I have my channel, we'll do this together. And I think this will be really fun. I love you guys so much. If you're watching to the very end, I don't know how long this video is, but if you're watching to the very end, I love you guys. Let's just make this our best year yet. Let's find balance together this year. And yeah, guess that's it. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in my next video. But until then, miss you already.